How to live a great life and get anything you want. My name's Noah, and I live a great life and get pretty much anything I want. And through my 28 years of experience, I've been able to craft this into some pretty simple knowledge and framework that I feel like, vocalize and share. But I don't know what value that would have for anybody rather than just making a video about it on the internet and posting it for people to find instead of just like thinking about it, you know. So if anybody finds this video valuable, I'm happy to help. Let's break this down simply. What am I saying? By how to live a great life. What is a great life? I feel like a great life is a valuable life. And what I've learned through marketing actually is there are 3 categories that people find and create value in. And it's like, it goes for like buying and selling, but it's all kind of like comes down to psychology and just like everyday getting to know just like humans, you know? And I learned it through marketing and started like really thinking about it with how I spend my time every day as an entrepreneur when I don't have anybody telling me what to do, like what I should be focusing on throughout my day. So those 3 things and those 3 categories or aspects of life or sections, however you want to categorize it, there's 3 of them, right? It's your health, your wealth, and your relationships. Those are the only things that actually truly matter. And if you think about it, like anything of value falls under one of those 3 things. All 3 of those things are obviously going to look different for different people. So this is really just like a framework of a perception, really. You know, your health is combined of your mind, your body, and your spirit. Your wealth is created by your income, or which can closely relate to your mind, your body, or your spirit. Like all these things are all connected from you. You know, like changing things in one of the 3 categories can greatly affect other aspects in different categories by like a butterfly effect. So you got your health, mind, body, and spirit, your wealth, your income, your job, and then also how you spend your money. It's really just like your money, because money matters. You have to spend time thinking about the way you make money. Like, are you happy at your job? Are you happy with how much money you make? Do you like having a job? Would you rather own a business? What kind of business would you want to own? Like, are you not going to be able to focus on your mind and your mental health unless you own a business, because you have a job that tells you what to do on a certain schedules? And, you know, see how these are starting to kind of interconnect. So your wealth and then your relationships. So this is not only romantic relationships, although it also is romantic relationships, because as you know from Robert California in The Office, that everything is sex. So these can matter. Like if you're single and you know you want a partner, that you know your body and your mind might have to come first before you set goals over in your relationship categories. But in the meantime, while you're single, if you're happy being single, that's cool. Or if you want to find a partner, in the meantime, you can focus on your other relationships that aren't your romantic ones, with like your friends or your family or like cousins, like literally anybody that you have a relationship with that you think could, you know, just like all your relationships, your parents, your siblings, just your friends and your family. So your friends and your family matter, your money matters, and your health matters. So if you focus all 24 hours, obviously you have to sleep 8, 16, 24. So all 16 waking hours every day on one of those 3 things, you're in good shape. I would get rid of anything that's not improving one of those 3 aspects of life. Like a common one, just like going out and drinking all the time, is it really helping your relationships? Is it helping your health? Is it helping your money? Probably not. But if like all those categories are good and healthy and you don't have any issues with them, then like go out and drink all the time. Like whatever. That's just one example off the top of my head. So now you're just like aware of the valuable aspects or categories of life. Like what do you do with that information? You find goals within those categories. Specifically, let's call them SMART goals. And if you don't know what a SMART goal is, it's an acronym, and it stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time something. Just like you can measure it by the amount of time. Like, so let's go through SMART really quick. It's specific. Like you have a very specific end goal. Like you can say your dream outcome in one sentence. Like lose 50 pounds. That is a very specific goal, okay? So SM, measurable. Is it measurable? Like, can you see like progress? Yeah, there's a 50 lbs, and then you could see, like, you could weigh yourself when you start the goal, and then weigh yourself every day or every week, and once you hit the 50, it's measurable. You can be like, yeah, I measured it and I achieved the goal. It's attainable. It's like realistic. Like it's something you can actually do. Like I want to lose 50 pounds in a week. Like you're not gonna you can't do. That's just not attainable. You can't do that. You just can't do it. So pick make sure it's something that people have done before and that you feel confident that you can do, and it's specific and measurable and attainable, and it's relevant to your core values of your health, your wealth, and your relationships. And timeable. Time it just stands for time. So you can put a time frame on it. So I want to lose 50 pounds in 5 months. So 10 pounds a month. So it's like you have a start date and an end date, and there's numbers that you can measure, and you can track it along the way to see how well you are doing. So you set SMART goals within the 3 categories of value in life, and if you reach the goal, then you celebrate for a little bit, and then you set a new goal that's within the same category. That's like the goals can stack on top of each other, because then you'll be in a form of yourself, or like a form in your life, or a form in your wealth or your health or in your relationships that you couldn't set those goals before, and they are all measurable. So you can see, and if you don't reach the goal, you try again. You can either do the same SMART goal, the same system, or you can change it up and see where your weak spots are, because you were tracking it this whole time. So really, how to get anything you want, there's another acronym I'm going to throw in here, and it's like a map of where to go and how to get there that you use all the time on your phone and in your car. It's called a GPS. But it's not the same GPS, We're going to call it goal, plan, system. So while you're working on your SMART goals within one of these 3 categories, you create a plan for, like I was mentioning before, for what your goals are going to be after you reach that goal. So that's kind of like your plan. You're like, okay, this is kind of what I'm doing. You can get really deep into your goals. Like you can start with 10-year goal, like where your SMART goal from right now to 10 years, and then fill in all the space from there to the hour, really, to how you spend your time. And a system is the last part of the GPS, is just a system or a routine of consistency of reaching all of those goals, reaching all those goals and those systems within those goals every day, because you're gonna have multiple SMART goals and multiple goals you're working. Sorry, my my other phone with the better camera, the phone storage was full, so it stopped recording in the middle of all that. Sorry for the dramatic cut mid-sentence, but basically what I was saying, what I was getting at is you're going to have multiple goals going on at the same time, obviously, because you're not going to spend 16 hours every single day on one goal, because that would be crazy. I don't think you could, you know? So that's kind of how you can delegate your time. Like, so 24 hours every day, you're asleep for 8 of them. That's 16 hours. There's 3 categories. What is it? So there's what, like 16 waking hours. 24 hours in a day. You sleep for 8 hours a night. So there's 16 hours in your average waking day. You're probably working for 8 hours of the day, which would be considered, that is your wealth block. So if you're unhappy within that block of time during the day, make a SMART goal to change it, and that'll help your mental health, your mind part of your health. You know, so you're working for 8 hours of the day, and then you got 8 hours to split between your health and your relationships. And honestly, like, going to the gym for 1 hour is all you really need. If like the gym is your choice, if like you're, you know, I feel like everybody should go to the gym personally, but that is just me. But like 1 hour at the gym goes a pretty long way. So that's just 1 hour dedicated to your health. You know, you got to eat, which is also factored in there, which is also under your health category, which is like every time you put something in your mouth, it's going under like the health category. Like, is this actually like creating value into my mind, my body, or my spirit? Should I be putting this in my mouth? Personally, I'm a vegetarian, and I'm like pretty specific about like the processed foods I eat, but like I'm not here to preach any of that. I'm just trying to help anybody that wants to listen honestly, create a system within their life to live a great life, because I really love being alive, and I'm loving my journey on what I'm doing, and that's why I'm kind of making a bunch of videos. Part of my SMART goals, like I wanted to grow a YouTube channel. This is me growing my YouTube channel. You know, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. So yeah, I mean, I haven't done much, like, I don't know if you want to call this like life coaching, but my brother Jake and I, who I own this channel with, we do coaching for solopreneurs who want to get into the fence industry. If you've made it this far in the video, I really appreciate you giving me your time and attention, and I hope you found some sort of value within this framework. It's been working out really well for me and my brother Jake. And I hope it works out well for you. If you need some help, feel free to reach out. I've never done any sort of like life coaching, but I've thought about it, and I might in the future. Jake and I, but what coaching we do offer right now is a solopreneur, solo fence business side hustle blueprint framework. So essentially, kind of like the framework I laid out of how to live a great life and get whatever you want. We put a very, very detailed book together on how to make money building fences in your neighborhood, in your city, in your town. So if that sounds at all interesting to you, hit me up, or just hit me up to say hi and introduce yourself. I'm down to make friends online. So yeah, thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a great day. I forgot to mention, I have a free PDF available outlining this framework that you can download and print out to kind of help you set goals and create a routine to create your great life and get anything that you want. So if that sounds helpful to you, maybe check that out in the description.